So, Medusa was one of the three Gorgons. They are Greek mythological monsters. Their names were Euryale and Stheno, along with Medusa, which is the character we will be talking about today. All the Gorgons were immortal, except for Medusa. She was the oddball, given that she was mortal and her sisters were immortal. She was originally a fair maiden, the priestess of Athena. She was the most desired and beautiful mortal ever created, with gorgeous locks and daring eyes. Because of her position under Athena, she was not to be married and was devoted to a life of celibacy. But we all have our weakness, and I guess Medusa's was Poseidon. After being wooed by Poseidon, she withdrew her commitment of celibacy and gave herself to the god of sea. Because of her actions, she was punished by Athena in a terrible manner. Each lock of hair turned into a slithering snake. Her once beautiful fair skin became a gross green tint, and her daring loving eyes became bloodshot to set the look of disgust to the onlooker. After looking at herself, she ran away to the lair of the Gorgons. This is where she resigned and stayed, turning every onlooker into stone. No one was ever able to admire her beauty again, but for every person daring enough to look into her eyes, she turned them into stone. May I remind you that Medusa is mortal, so she can be killed, but the power in her eyes will remain strong even after her death. Many went in search of Medusa in hopes of cutting off her head so that they could possess her power, but all failed by falling victim to her deadly stare. Except for one demigod named Perseus. He was the son of Zeus and was able to accomplish this mission by using the reflection of his shield, therefore avoiding the direct stare of Medusa. Her head was cut off and then further used in another battle between Perseus and a sea monster. This is the end of Medusa's journey, for she is no longer alive, but her story will live on, striking fear into the hearts of many, for her deadly stare lives on in her decapitated head.